Hey guys, it's Michael from Devoted to Vinyl, and in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the monthly record club Vinyl Me Please, so we can figure out together if this is worth your hard-earned money. Now, despite only being established for a few years, Vinyl Me Please has grown in popularity, becoming the go-to monthly record club service. But is Vinyl Me Please worth your money? Or is it a waste of time? Well, I signed up for Vinyl Me Please for 3 months, and in this video, I'm gonna let you know what my experience was with this subscription service, and help you try and figure out if it's right for you. Now, for some of you that are actually unfamiliar with Vinyl Me Please, let's first discuss what this service does. So Vinyl Me Please is a monthly record club, which means that customers pay a monthly fee to receive a record in the mail that's carefully selected by the folks behind the website. Vinyl Me Please often works very closely with record labels to make their record of the month a special package for the paying customer. Sometimes a record might be exclusive to Vinyl Me Please, and other times they'll offer albums that have been previously released to the public. But they'll now get the Vinyl Me Please treatment, which can include things like colored vinyl, different packaging, added booklets, and much more. And for the selected record of the month, Vinyl Me Please will add an art print into the package that's related to the music, along with a cocktail recipe, just in case you want to get a little bit loose while you spinning your record. Now, before I get into my experience with Vinyl Me Please, let's first talk about the price of this service. Now, this record club offers you 3 monthly membership plans that you can choose from. The first option is a month-to-month plan. The second is a 3-month plan. And the third is a 12-month plan. Now, if you don't live in the United States, you can still join, but international plans are going to be more expensive. With the monthly international plan costing you $42 per month, the 3-month plan costing $36 per month, and the annual plan costing you about $33 per month. These numbers are, of course, always subject to change. One thing I want to mention about the pricing is how payment is collected by Vinyl Me Please. Their 3-month plan and their 12-month plan require you to make a lump sum payment. That means that if you select the 3-month plan, for example, you aren't paying $27 each month. Instead, you pay $81 up front for all 3 months. And if you don't cancel before your initial 3 months have concluded, you will be automatically charged another $81 for an additional 3 months. Now, this is fine if you can take the financial hit all at one time. But if you're someone with a little less disposable income, it probably makes more financial sense to get on the $29 month-to-month plan. So now, let's dig a little bit into my overall experience with Vinyl Me Please as a subscriber for 3 months. Now, when I joined this record club, the Biggie Smalls album Ready to Die was selected as the record of the month. And I thought that was a great way to kick off my 3-month stint with Vinyl Me Please. Baby, baby! Now, a few weeks after signing up, my record came in a brown mailer, with the words Vinyl Me Please on one side, and the tagline, for the love of music, please do not bend, on the other. Pretty clever. I thought it was funny. Once you open up the package, you'll find the record itself, along with an art print and a cocktail recipe. With this particular record, not only is there metallic foil and embossed text on the album cover, but this double LP features both records sporting a cool splatter effect. The record itself sounded great on my turntable. I had no issues with sound quality, there was no distortion, there were no tracks that were skipping, or anything else that might be out of the ordinary. Right about now, you might be wondering, okay, this sounds cool, but what happens when Vinyl Me Please sends me a record I don't want? Aren't I just paying a lot of money for a service to send me a record I have no intention of playing? Well, let's dive into that a little bit. So, Vinyl Me Please figured a way around this inevitable issue by offering subscribers of the 3-month plan and the annual plan the ability to swap out their record of the month with another album that's more their style. So this means that if you didn't like Biggie Smalls, you'd be able to swap out the Ready to Die album prior to its shipping out. And if none of those options excited you, some select titles are also available to swap from their online record store as well. Now, I took advantage of a couple swaps myself. After the exclusive Vinyl Me Please release of Ready to Die, their next two Record of the Month albums were Aromanticism by Moses Sumney and Mass Seduction by St. Vincent. With both of those being recent releases that I was already familiar with, I decided to use my swaps to go back in time. So I swapped out Aromanticism for Tidal by Fiona Apple, and I swapped out Mass Seduction for Desmond Decker's You Can Get It If You Really Want. I actually wasn't familiar with Desmond Decker beforehand, so I used this swap as a way to get introduced to an album and an artist that's new to me. On top of that, I also decided to make a few purchases in the Vinyl Me Please store. I ended up buying 3 albums: Demon Days by Gorillaz, The Bucket List Project by Saba, and Stillness in Wonderland by Little Simz. The Gorillaz was a popular Record of the Month offering before I joined, and due to this, it came with an art print and cocktail recipe. But because Saba and Little Simz were purchased from the Vinyl Me Please store, I didn't receive any art prints or cocktail recipes. But that's fine with me, since I'm here for the music anyway. The Gorillaz album came on translucent red vinyl, while Saba came on purple vinyl, and Little Simz on dark green and gold vinyl. On top of that, Stillness in Wonderland was limited to just 500 copies. Another thing that's cool about Vinyl Me Please is that they have started to announce additional side subscriptions based on music genre. As of publishing this video, they had launched a rap and hip-hop subscription and a Vinyl Me Please Classic subscription, the latter of which will feature jazz, soul, and blues albums. So after all that, is Vinyl Me Please worth the money? Well, the good news is that I had a great experience with this subscription service. Everything was shipped in a timely manner, no album came damaged, and everything about the monthly service was great. Everything from the initial reveal, to getting the album in the mail, to putting it onto my turntable. At the end of the day, I really have no complaints, which is kind of unusual. But whether or not Vinyl Me Please is worth your money is really dependent upon what kind of a music fan you are. Because if you're someone that only really likes 1 or 2 genres of music, this might not be the subscription service for you. And that's because the selections for the Record of the Month can vary pretty wildly. So if you only like rock, or pop, or rap, or country, then you might actually be very disappointed with this service, especially if you're on the month-to-month plan, because you won't have the ability to be able to take advantage of the Record of the Month swapping feature. Now, the other reason that Vinyl Me Please might not be the right service for you really comes down to cost. The cost of the record club itself actually isn't unreasonable, especially when you factor in how much brand new records cost these days. Just take a look at how much records are selling for at Urban Outfitters and Barnes & Noble. It's insane. Now, with that said, for some people, spending close to $30 a month for a record is a lot of money, especially if there's a chance that you won't like the Record of the Month selection and you can't swap it. So if your vinyl budget is really tight, I think that you should probably pass on this subscription service, at least for now. Now, with that said, I'm gonna give you my thoughts on who I actually think this record club is for. Number one. Vinyl Me Please is perfect for anybody that wants a hands-off approach to record collecting. And you also want to feel a part of a community, even if it's an online community. And number two is that Vinyl Me Please is great for somebody that enjoys different types of music, or at least is open-minded enough to enjoy a record from an artist they aren't normally familiar with, or is a genre of music they don't normally listen to. One big positive I'll give Vinyl Me Please is that between their record store and their very active online forum, I've come across lots of different artists and albums that I wouldn't normally have found or listened to in my everyday life. So even if I don't buy the album in their store, or select the album for a swap, it's music that I can now appreciate and an artist that is now on my radar for the future. Overall, I'd give Vinyl Me Please a very solid 8.5 out of 10. I think that if you love music, you're open to different genres, and you have some disposable income, you'll be very happy with this Record of the Month club. If you like this video, please hit the like button down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel devoted to vinyl if you want to be alerted whenever a new video drops. And as always, before we go, I want to leave you with a question. Have you tried Vinyl Me Please or any other subscription service? If so, how was the experience? If you haven't, are you interested in any other record club services, or do you think they're all a waste of money? Make your thoughts known down below, and I'll try to respond to as many people as I can. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Baby, baby. That's like the extent of my Biggie impression. Yeah. It's about all I can do. Baby, baby.